Hello, my name is Asha, and this is Asha Movies, and today we're reviewing the 2001 film, Not Another Teen Movie. Before we get started, I'd like to say don't forget to like, subscribe to the notification bell on, and check out the other channel um, for comic book related content. So, this movie was one of them. It was it was a parody of like every other every other teen movie at the time. So this was quite fun and comedic, and there was loads of good actors and actresses in there. I thought it was really good, and yeah. So let's go into the review then. So the cast of this film is Shia Lee, Chris Evans, Jamie Presley, and Eric Christopher Olsen. Eric Christian Olsen. You may know Shia Lee from Break or Crisis on Infinite Earths, Chris Evans from Paperboy or Superpowered Dogs, Jamie Presley from I Love You Mama or Can't Hardly Wait, or Eric Christopher Olsen from Hot Chick or Eagle Eye. The director of this film was Joe Gallen, and the writers of this film were Mike Bender, Buddy Johnson, and Phil Bowman. The IMDb rating for this film was a 5.8, and my rating comes just under with a 5.7 out of 10. I give it 3.5 stars on letterboxd, which I know doesn't match the rating I give it, but I just thought for my letterboxd rating it was half decent. Comment below for a shout out in the next video. This is available on Prime Video only, or obviously if you have it on physical copy, it's obviously free for you then to watch whenever you want. It was rated 15 and made in 2001. This is a parody, comedy, rom-com, teen, raunchy comedy film. A send-up of all the teen movies that have accumulated in the past 22 decades. So this is kind of like, it's trying to show you how some movies were, well, this was back in the 2000s. So this was like, it's early, but this is is really a funny film. I'll admit that it's really funny, and yeah, this film is really something. I'll be honest, it was really funny. Not normally my type of movies parodies, but with this amazing talented cast and director, there are a few things wrong with it as well, obviously. But most films, there are things wrong with it, so that's why I couldn't rate it any higher. It's a great film and it's a great comedy. This is quite the comedy. And this is, for me, this is up there with comedies like, if you've seen my reviews on the channel, you've seen that I reviewed this quite early on last year. I'm trying to pull that away a bit, but that is I'm not going to say similar because they're quite different stories, but it's one of them films that is quite alike, because they are obviously, comedy, but this is one of them films that, it brings a smile to your face and it makes you laugh, and that's what films are. They don't always have to be serious, like, let's say, what is very serious. They don't have to always be serious, like the Justice League, okay? I know that's not a great film, but they don't always have to be serious. It can be something like Teen Titans Go, because, there's a nice bit of comedy in that. And there are films and stuff out there that manage to balance both the action and the comedy. This is more a pure comedy film, which I love pure comedy films. There are so many of them out there, like 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street. They're some of my favourite films ever. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love a good comedy. As you can see, I own a lot of them. Let me just zoom out for you. I own a lot of them. So, especially Ted 2 and Ted 1, they're some of my favourite comedies of all time. Rush Hour is an amazing comedy. But these type of comedies are what brings smiles to my face, and this is what made me love movies in the first place. Obviously, superhero films is another reason why I love movies so much, but comedy was one of the main things that made me love films in the first place. I always used to watch comedy shows like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, as you can see I've got that up there. I love a good comedy, and the fact that there's a tiny bit of romance in there as well, which is sprinkled nicely. It's not overdone, and it's not, it's not overpowering or anything, but it's still a nice little bit of romance towards the end of the film. So really good story, and obviously quite a good film. The camera quality for the time is probably not, it's not amazing, I'll be honest, and the overall story is amazing for me. Obviously, people have different tastes in movies, so if you don't like this, I understand why you don't like it, because there are some scenes where, obviously, you might not like films that are less explicit, or, you might like more serious films, and that's perfectly okay, because that's your opinion on the movie, on your type of movies. But for me, I like all types of movies. I like war movies, I like spy movies, I like comedies, I like animation, like Dumbo. But most of all, this is what brought me into movies, comedies. I think one of the first things I reviewed on the channel was a comedy. I think it was Hangover Part 3 was my first ever review on the channel. If I can find it, it's on the other side, I think. No, I've got it right here. I can't get it because it's under a stack of DVDs at the moment. But that was the first review on the channel. And it's not a great film, I'll be honest. It's a 2-star film at best. But there's something about comedies that just makes them so special, and they're so funny to watch. That's why I love movies in general. So if you do like movies like me, don't forget, make sure you hit the like button and also turn the notification bell on. And that's it for today. Thank you all for watching. Bye bye.